All right, so before I say anything else, I will remind you that you asked for this. So, if I mean, this video is gonna be what am I saying? It's gonna be whatever. Okay. What is going on, everyone? Welcome back to Rank Everything, the show where we rank everything. I'm your host Ryan, and today, suggested by Minecraft Gamer 57. We're going to be ranking which Call of Duty Zombies maps are best for giving birth on. So this is every single Call of Duty Zombies map, but every single official Call of Duty Zombies map, all the way from World at War, all the way up to Black Ops 6. And there's only 2 Black Ops 6 maps right now that I know that. But here we have our tiers. So here at the bottom, we've got impossible. It is impossible to give birth on this map. You just can't. Then from there we have the baby dies in childbirth. So you give birth, then the baby dies right after. Very sad. Then from there we have horribly deformed, where the baby survives, but you might as well just give it to the zombies because it's ugly. Then we have textbook pussy pushing. This is just regular good birth. Way to give birth. Then from there we have your baby is Superman. Turns out the birth was so good that your kid has superpowers. So, all right. So up first we've got the map that started it all, Nacht der Untoten. This is the map that as soon as you beat, like after you beat the original World at War campaign and you watched the credits all the way through, it would immediately put you into this map. That's what happened to me when I played World at War and beat it. But it's just like a dingy little piece of shit shack that's not very big. And I just don't really feel like it's a good place to make it happen, but I'm going to say the baby dies in childbirth. No. Another thing, this will probably be a pretty long video. There's like 60 maps to go through, but so. Verrucht is... I'm not going to remember a lot of these, I'll be honest with you. I know a lot of them. I've seen people play a lot of them. I have played a lot of them myself. All that sort of stuff. Verrucht is... It looks... I mean... As the same with a lot of the World at War maps. It was their first time doing this. Of course, maybe things were a lot better back then. I don't really know. But Verrucht... Yeah, horribly deformed. Shinonuma from the Ether Saga, whatever that means. The name makes me think that it happens in Japan, which it probably does because it's World War II and type stuff. I mean, I just like Japan. You know, it's a pretty cool place. Textbook pussy pushing, that's what we're calling that. Derice, I'm on Derice. Sorry. Is this? Wait a second. This looks familiar to me. That's the problem. I'm trying to look behind the big ass words on everything. I'm trying to look behind the big ass words on everything and fucking look at the maps themselves, especially for ones I don't know that well. Derice is probably just like a baby dies in childbirth situation. Kino der Toten from the original Black Ops. So Kino der Toten was probably the one I may have played the most. I don't know though. And so I think that Kino der Toten, you start in that because the whole place is like one big movie theater or a regular theater. Horribly deformed. That's what I'm gonna say. Five was five. I love Five's another classic one because of the freaking Richard. Because it's just all the world leaders in this room who are forced to fight zombies. All of a sudden, Richard Nixon and John F. Kennedy and Castro and shit. It's fucking crazy. Five's a classic one. I mean, since it's in a government facility, I think it'd be fine. I think the baby would live. I think the baby would be fine. Dead Ops Arcade. I don't know if there's another one. Okay, there is. There's apparently Dead Ops Arcade was the first of its variety, which is that it was like a top-down it was a top-down twin stick sort of thing where you chase like this cosmic gorilla all across the stage. I don't understand it at all, but it was really cool. It was very different, very different, and you could do some awesome shit in that mode. I'm gonna say this is our first year baby is Superman one. Ascension. So I think Ascension is like similar to Shangri-La because there's the dogs, obviously, but then there was like the monkeys. Like instead of a dog wave, you had monkey waves, where these little tiny monkeys would come up and attack you, and you had to shoot them. I think Ascension was one of those maps that had the monkeys. I never played Ascension. I watched people play Ascension though. That was years ago. But I think Ascension is literally like it's like another government base kind of thing. I think your baby be fine. That's some textbook pussy pushing. Call of the Dead, another one I watch people play on. I loved Call of the Dead specifically because if it's the one I'm thinking of, because the one I'm thinking of could have very well been like a fucking community map. So many of these could have been community maps because people are still very creative and stuff like that. But like it was the one where like the director of the movie or whatever would come up out of the water and he'd beat you to death with a stage light. I think that's what Call of the Dead is. And so, but like, okay, just think about the map. It's a cold, barren wasteland. Your baby dies in childbirth. That's all I'm going to say. Shangri-La, it's just like it's like ruins or something, right? I mean, because it's like literally like the city of Shangri-La or something, I don't know. And so, I think the baby would be fine. I think the baby would be fine. Textbook. The moon. So it takes place on a moon base, but there are portions where you can go outside and you do, of course, get affected by the lack of oxygen. It does damage you, but there must have been space suits. So, horribly deformed. Nacht der Untoten's Resurrection from the original Black Ops. Since it's a resurrection, it's supposed to be better or something. I'm just going to put it in the next tier up above. Horribly deformed. Your baby will look like shit, but it'll live. Verrucht gets the same treatment, and the baby comes out normal this time. Shinonuma, baby Superman. And then Darius. Where is Darius? Oh, baby's horribly deformed. Okay. House. This is for Black Ops Nintendo DS. There's 4 of these maps. I 1,000,000% did not play this shit on DS, nor have I ever seen somebody play this shit on DS. So this is going to be a toss-up. It's just called... it's just a house. It's just a house. What the fuck? I don't know. Baby dies in childbirth, I guess. The facility, what does it say? The end is here. Yeah, I wouldn't want to give birth in a place like that. Impossible. This is our first possible. Temple. Now, if this is like an Aztec temple where they're going to sacrifice the baby, then maybe I don't want that. Maybe I don't want to give birth here. Maybe I, as a man, don't want to give birth here. Which is why this was also going to be impossible. And then Overlook. It just... I can't even tell what the map is exactly from this picture that's behind it. Which is why I'm going to say that the baby dies in childbirth. There we go. Transit. A classic one. Now we're getting into some more classic maps. Transit. Big fan of Transit. Transit's a really cool map. I really always liked it. I would not want to give birth here, to be honest. That's impossible. The bus depot. I think the bus depot gets a pass, so the baby dies in childbirth, sorry. The farm. I think the farm and the town are going to be similar. I mean, I'd like to give birth to a baby at a farm, I guess, something like that. Horribly deformed. That's what we're going to do. We're going to say it's horribly deformed. The town. fuck you. Nuketown Zombies. So, okay, next question. Do I want to give birth to a bebe on a made-up town that is being used as a nuclear testing facility, sort of? On one hand, Nuketown is a really nice place. Like, it's got nice houses, vehicles. Looks like it would be just like a nice, good suburban community. On the other hand, nukes, right? Okay, so I think the baby's horribly deformed because of the radiation. Die rise. I mean, it just happens in like China or something, doesn't it? I don't fucking know. So I think that I think the baby's fine. Some textbook pussy pushing. So the diner turned is our next side mode one. So I don't know. I didn't even know this shit existed. Nor do any of these other ones really strike me that way. But if it's anything like Dead Ops Arcade, I'm gonna see. I mean, I bet that baby's gonna be a fucking trooper. Put that shit up there. Mob of the Dead. I remember the Mob of the Dead. I remember the name of it. I'm drawing a blank on this one. Which white's going to go in the middle, horribly deformed. Well, this one's another side mode one. I did not notice this before. Cell block grief. Is that the feeling I'm going to have whenever I give birth here? I've had this intense feeling of grief. The baby's going to be Superman. I've said Buried. I'm going to be honest, Buried, even though I've never played it and watched people play it, I would say Buried is probably my favorite map. I love the map. I love the whole thing of like, you fall down into this underground, random ass, abandoned frontier mining town or whatever. You have free Leroy from his fucking cage. You feed him booze, so run into shit. You can deposit your points at the bank or whatever. That was a really cool mechanic. It was like the first map to ever use Vulture Eye or whatever it was called. That perk that would cause enemies to drop like little pickups whenever you would kill them. Let's see. There's the mansion with the spooky lady inside. I mean, I just love Buried. Buried is my favorite Zombies map, which is why it's fucking going at the top. Burrow. It's another side mode one. Well, you know what that means. Origins. God, Origins was so fucking cool. Despite how difficult it was so cool. Play the fuck out of some Origins. So Origins is just awesome. Like, it's because it's so over the top with the giant robots and the freaking storm going on and all that shit. If your baby can be born in that and survive, he's gonna be Superman. That's all I'm saying. All right, now we're into all the advanced warfare maps. So the issue with advanced warfare and infinite warfare is that you had to pay. The games had Zombies modes, but it was a DLC that you had to pay for, because I had Advanced Warfare but could not play the Zombies, even though it was really cool exosuit zombies and all that sort of shit, where you like got an exosuit and stuff like that, unless it was dependent on map to map. But so I don't know anything about any of these maps. So based on pictures alone, Riot looks like it happens in a prison. Would not want to have my baby there. Dies in childbirth. Outbreak. On Outbreak Exo Zombies. So the zombies had exo suits. No, they wouldn't grant you enough privacy. That's impossible. Infection. That looks like it takes place in some sort of like where a warehouse is. Maybe they're on like a dock somewhere. I think the sea breeze could be good for the baby. It's horribly deformed. Carrier. It literally happens on a carrier, it sounds like. An aircraft carrier. All that rocking around is going to leave the baby horrifyingly deformed. Descent. This shit happen underground? I think this shit happens underground. And so, because of that reason, I don't know, baby's not going to get enough sunlight. It's a plant. Dies in childbirth. Shadows of Evil. God, how many more do we have? Oh my fucking God. I thought we were kind of close to the end of them, to be honest. Okay. Shadows of Evil. It looks like it takes place in a big city. And the big city is very bad for the wee baby. Dies in childbirth. The Giant. Well, that just sounds pretty cool. So I'm just going to put him up here in the regular one. Dead Ops Arcade 2. So if this thing's anything like the first Dead Ops Arcade, then the baby's going to be amazing. Another side mode one. You know what that means. Der Eisendrock. It looks like Call of the Dead. Which is why it's going to go in Dies in Childbirth. Zetsubo no Shima. Japan. We love that place. But the baby's going to be horribly deformed. I'm sorry. There's literally a dragon in the picture. I'm going to say that's probably impossible. Revelations. Not to be confused with Origins. I think that... What? I think that Revelations... It looks pretty cool. I don't know what the fuck that shit is, but... Yeah, it's just horribly deformed. Again, okay, I didn't say this before. Why the fuck are we getting back to... It's just... What is this? I mean, fuck it, whatever. Nacht der Untoten. Again. That dies in childbirth. Verrucht. Horribly deformed. I just gotta put them where their friggin' other ones are, because they're just the same fucking maps. Textbook pussy pushing. Kano der Toten. Where did you go, you son of a bitch? There you are. Ascension. I don't even remember where I put Ascension. There you are. And Shangri-La. There you are. Okay. Oh, and Moon and Origins. God fucking damn it. My friends and I have been, like, really pissed off just, like, at the whole thing of, like, it just feels like things are just... They're not getting worse, but they're not getting better at the same time. And so, like, and we think that Call of Duty Zombies is the perfect example of them not like following the formula that works and then making minor improvements to it that ultimately delivers over time what would be a perfect product. Instead, they keep re-releasing old fucking maps because they're riding on this nostalgia wave. Okay, that's besides the point. Zombies in Spaceland. Now, this one looks fun, which is exactly why you cannot give birth there. It can't. It's too much fun. Rave in the Redwoods. What? Your baby's gonna die in childbirth. I am not sorry. What is up with these names? Shaolin Shuffle? Horribly deformed. Attack of the Radioactive Thing. Attack of the Radioactive Thing. Oh, if it's radioactive and your baby's going to be horribly deformed, there's just no saving you for that. The Beast from Beyond. Nicknamed my left test. I'd like to apologize for my outburst. Textbook pussy pushing. All right, now we're getting into the Call of Duty World War II map. So I have this game, but I have not played any of the zombies stuff in it, just because. Just because I didn't download that portion of the game because I didn't want to wait for fucking ever. The Final Reich. It looks like these are getting a little bit more serious, and I like that. The Final Reich. Sounds like it'd be nice and spooky, so your baby's going to be horribly deformed for that reason. Groston House. I'm going to say your baby dies in childbirth because of that one. The Darkest Shore. I mean, if it happens on a beach, then that would make it so that we could yeah, I guess the baby's going to be fine. I'll accept that. The Shadow of the Throne. I don't know anything about this. I mean, fucking, what am I saying? I don't know anything about any of these because, what the fuck? The Shadowed Throne. It looks like, are they in a city somewhere? Is that a castle in the background? Ka. Nah, baby needs sunlight. It's a plant. It's going to die without it. Baby dies in childbirth. The Tortured Path. Man, these are some crazy names. Fucking, are they just in a frozen wasteland? It's impossible. You can't do it. Bodega Cervantes. I thought I was going to say like some bodega activities. Horribly deformed. USS Mount Olympus. Well, it's a ship, obviously. So, back to the original question: where the hell did I put carrier at? Can you have a baby on an aircraft carrier? You can, but it's going to be ugly as fuck. Altar of Blood. No. Frozen Dawn. Again, too cold. Baby dies in childbirth. Okay, Black Ops. Is this Black Ops 4? Did we already do Black Ops? We already did Black Ops. This is Black Ops 4 now. Voyage of Despair. It's another ship. What have we talked about already? Can't have baby on a boat. Baby will die of sickness. Motion sickness. Eeks or is it IX? Because if it's Eeks, then maybe it's like... I mean, it looks like a coliseum of some sort. Or like an arena. Like an ancient-ass arena. So, like, we're going to... baby's going to live stream the birth. Yeah, we'll accept that. Put that one up here. Textbook pussy pushing. Blood of the Dead. Well, now that just sounds redundant. I don't like that title, so I'm just going to put it down here. Classified. Looks like it takes place in a military base. And I think the baby would be fine if that happened. Dead of the Night. Is that a castle again? Is that a castle again? Dead of the Night. Okay. Ancient Evil. I mean, that just sounds like a really bad movie title. Put that in Impossible. Alpha Omega. I fucking hate that name. Tag der Toten. Okay. I have just realized something. Why do so many Zombies maps have end in the word Toten? Like we got, where the fucking, let's go all the way back up. Fucking, where is it? Fucking, where is it? Where did I put it? Kino der Toten. Nacht der Untoten. Now we've got Tag der Toten. I saw another one down here. Mauer der Toten. What does Toten mean? Does anyone know what Toten means? It's okay. It doesn't fucking matter. This looks like it's on... That looks like another lighthouse. Is this take place on another beach? The beach is a good place for getting busy. I don't know that from experience. I'm just parroting what I've been told. I've never had sex with a woman before. Die Machine. Oh, this is Cold War now. Wait a second. Was the beach? Nope, that's... Okay, now we're on the Cold War maps. Die Machine. Why is it... I hate these fucking names. I hate these names. Dead Ops Arcade 3. Rise of the Mama Back. Yeah, I like that one. Onslaught. That's just lazy. Your baby dies in childbirth. You deserve it. Fuck you. Firebase Z. Okay. There's maybe something going on here. I think your baby's horribly deformed. You were drinking too much coffee while you were pregnant. Sorry. Outbreak. That just feels lazy. But this like it is part of the dark ether. Oh, no, okay. See, this one there. Well, I haven't even noticed. We've been getting in some objective based maps. You gotta actually do shit. It's not about surviving. Or it's not about just surviving. So, I don't know anything about the objective based maps, but of course, I'm fucking sure. And what does that say? I can't even read that. Whatever, we'll get to that one. So Outbreak seems boring. Put that in, your baby dies. Onslaught Containment is another side mode one. And those all go up here by default. Mauer der Toten. Again, this is the last one, so I'll ask one more time. What does Toten mean? Does Toten mean like house or building or some shit? Mauer der Toten. Where is it? It looks like it takes place in like a... that looks like a street. That's a building of some sort. I see more buildings in the background. You could convince me that this takes place in like sewage ways, I think, or like around like... I don't fucking know. I think your baby's horribly deformed. Forsaken. Okay, this looks like it takes place in a subway station. Is that why you're Forsaken? Because it forces you to ride on the New York subway? Maybe. Your baby dies in childbirth. Okay, so Vanguard. I forgot that this game existed. And I definitely forgot that it had a zombies mode. So we have Der and Fang. And so, because of that, Der and Fang. I think that is that. If that's a zombie, that's a cool looking zombie. It looks like he means business. He also looks like he's holding a gun or something. Yeah, the guy looks pretty cool. I'm gonna give this one bonus points to upgrade it to textbook pussy pushing. Terra Maledicta sounds like a fucking Warhammer thing. And so I'm going to say you're copying them. Impossible. Fuck you. Show the return of Shinonuma again. I can't take it anymore. But it's the Dark Ether Saga, though. I mean, it's fucking... I think I've gone through all the stages of grief during making this video. I can't tell, though. But Shinonuma, this is like its fourth appearance, and that's why it's impossible. The Archon. Now, this one looks pretty cool. We got like crystals and shit and some power. And unless that's, I don't know what that is. Yeah, I think your baby's going to be horribly deformed. That's a little bit too much magic going on. Operation Deadbolt. I don't even know what game this is from. I can't read that in the top left. But this is our only open world one. Unless I don't fucking know. Because of the fact that it's open world, you can just get away from the zombies and find like a nice picturesque place for it to happen. Sure, you can textbook pussy pushing. Hold on, chat. I'm dying. All right. Liberty Falls. There's we on the 3 Black Ops 6 maps. I was told there's only 2, but there seems to be 3. Liberty Falls. It looks like a regular ass town or something, which I'm fine with it. It looks pleasant. I'm going to say that if you have your baby here, he'll turn out to be Superman. Terminus. This looks like a really bad place that I wouldn't want to. I'm going to say the baby dies in childbirth because of stress. And finally, the torture is going to be over after this one. Citadel des Morts. I think I saw one of my friends. I don't fucking know. They all look the same to me at this point. Citadel des Morts. It looks like a nice town up in, like, Switzerland. And I think Switzerland's pretty cool. So I'm going to say you get some textbook pushing. I almost didn't make it, chat. Okay, but... here we fucking have it. This is our official ranking for which Call of Duty Zombies maps are the best to give birth on. Damn, there was so many. I'm going to need therapy after this. If you all enjoyed this video, please remember to subscribe to the channel. I want your friends' tears to be mailed to me. And I'm gonna staple them to my wall. I'm gonna staple your friends' tears to my wall. So subscribe, share this with your friends, leave a like. Finally, if you enjoy, fuck you. Leave a comment down below letting me know what video ranking you want to see next. Can be anything. The channel is called Rank Everything. Once again, thank y'all for watching. Until next time, have a good one.